Hi Aries, my name is Tawana Antoinette. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a reading that can resonate for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node placements. We're going to check in with the energies in the last 2 weeks of June. So let's begin. We're going to start with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. All the decks that I'll use will be linked in the description down below. I thought I heard some noise. I was like, should I continue? Did you hear that? I hope the video is not picking this up. Don't think you can hear it, so I'm going to continue. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, what are your messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June? Messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June, please. What are your messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June? Messages for Aries in the last, what's the energy surrounding Aries in the last 2 weeks of June? All right, here we go. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. All right, so I'm going to read what this card means. Which even, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but I have been reading the meanings of the cards for everyone, so I'm going to do the same for you. Get grounded. You're being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are 2 types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all superpowers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your energy field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Do something to get grounded and connect with nature. So it looks like in the last 2 weeks of June, Aries, you'll be feeling the influence of, I want to say collective energy, because now we are in a phase of reopening different parts of the world. And I posted this on Twitter. There's almost this false sense of I need to be visible on social media. I need to be visible in all circles that I was a part of, people inviting me places. I need to show up. I need to tell people what I've been up to. I need to seem more productive. I need to, I feel like there's this urge to push you outside of yourself, and everyone will be feeling this to an extent collectively, but it's coming up in your reading for a reason. And so I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, it's coming up in your reading for a reason, and we're gonna discover more with the tarot. However, I feel like there's gonna be a need for you to kind of tap into yourself, stay in your own energy, not become affected by the people around you. And this can kind of be a sudden and a jolting experience, because we spent so much time, a lot of us have spent a lot of time on our own, and then having to go and be around others again can kind of be an experience that we have to ease ourselves into. And I feel like that's what this card is talking about, and what you'll be feeling towards the last 2 weeks of June. So let's get some tarot cards. messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June? What are the messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June, please? What are the messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June? Everybody has been getting that Five of Wands. God. I don't like the Five of Wands energy. All right, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Magician. Let's clarify. What is the Five of Wands? Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here? Clarify the Five of Wands. Clarify the Five of Wands, please. All right, so the Five of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups and the Fool card. And that's interesting because the Queen of Cups is directly beside that and they're facing each other. So it's almost like I feel like there's a person, it could be a water sign, a water placement in your energy field in the last 2 weeks who I think is experiencing, it's either you are the King of Cups or you're the Queen of Cups here, Aries, but you and this person are coming up as an energetic match for each other. There's almost an energy here of the one person, someone is almost struggling. I feel like someone is in some low vibrational energy. They're struggling. It's like they want to take a leap of faith and they want a new beginning, but they're struggling with that. Let's find out why. Why the struggle here? Tell me more about the King of Cups. Tell me more about this King of Cups and Fool card. All right, so the Queen of Cups just came out. The Queen of Swords just came out and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like why this person is having some kind of battle with themselves. Actually, I want to figure out what this Five of Wands is because it doesn't have to be an inner battle for a lot of people, but this person is experiencing some conflict, right? And I feel like it's a conflict about approaching you, Aries, or you are this person, you're having some kind of conflict about approaching someone else, about a relationship, right? It's like one person wants to approach someone else about a relationship, taking a leap of faith in a relationship, but that person is almost scared because they feel like the other person, the recipient of this news, will be very, very cold and almost like shut it down. This Queen of Swords energy is a very matter of fact, speak your mind. I don't care what you think about the truth. This is just a truth, whether you feel good about it or not. I feel like it's almost like this energy is almost threatened by this one or scared of this one. So someone I feel like is a little bit scared of your response to them. What I know is that this Queen of Swords energy, I just feel like there's more to this. Like somebody wouldn't just be so scared to tell you about their feelings and know that you will meet them in this energy. There must have been something that has happened between you guys previously, which I think so. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper here. Tell me more about this King of Cups, the Fool. Tell me more about this. The Hermit. So maybe you've been in isolation, or they have been, and this person is almost like, I don't want to disturb Aries. I don't want to disturb the peace. I don't want them to like, just boof me, give it to me cold and raw. Like, I don't want this person, I don't want Aries to respond to me aggressively. I don't want them to shut me down. I want to get a favorable response from Aries. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Or this could be you, Aries, thinking this about someone else. Pick your side. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Aries, I feel like this is you because the King of Wands came out here. Honestly, Aries, I feel like you're focused on your money. You're focused on some kind of achievement that you want to achieve. I feel like there are feelings here. You have some feelings that you're keeping hidden, possibly for this person. But I feel like for the most part, you're pretty much in a masculine energy of chasing goals and things for your future that will give you long-term stability. Whether that is you're building a business or you're building a relationship or you're building a foundation of something, I feel like your focus here is elsewhere. Your focus is on you. I feel like your focus is on going after all of the things that you feel like you deserve, all the things that you want to manifest in your life. Tell me about the Magician. Tell me about the Magician. Alright, so the Magician is clarified by the Death card, and Aries, I feel like this is you. Like, you're going through your own personal transformation. You're realizing things that I feel like you're coming into the awareness of all the things that you have manifested so far. And you know, when you have an awakening and you realize that, wow, this is all my fault. Everything that has happened to me to this up to this point in my life is me. It's a result of the manifestations and the beliefs that I have held about myself or about life, or it's just all been me. I feel like you're coming into an awareness of that, and kind of, or if you've come into that awareness already, you're kind of transforming. The transformation is you becoming very, very aware of your own power so that you can start manifesting the good things that you want. Like, I feel like it's either you're doing this already or you're about to realize that you should. Get very specific on the things that you want to manifest in your life so you get those experiences and not just like random things that you have, like random beliefs, self-defeating beliefs and thoughts that you have, so you don't like manifest those. You manifest the things that you actually want. That's the sweet spot. So I feel like you're coming into that. Tell me more about Aries. Tell me more about Aries, please. Messages for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June. It could also be that you are being asked to get grounded because this person who is around you is in your energy, and you don't want to take on the feelings of this person, to be confused or afraid or apprehensive or not knowing how you'll be perceived. So just make sure that you are getting grounded to figure out what are your true feelings, and not take on the feelings of other people just because they're in your energy or in your awareness. Tell me more other messages for Aries in June. One more. All right, so Judgment, and we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. You're you're making some kind of decision here after being clear on something. Tell me about the Judgment. What is the Judgment? I'm not even looking at it. What is a Judgment? High Priestess. What is a Judgment? All right, you're making a decision here to move away from something or someone in the last 2 weeks of June. Tell me more about this energy. It could be this person. It could be anything, though. Tell me more. What is Aries moving on from in the last 2 weeks of June? What is Aries moving on from in the last 2 weeks of June? What is Aries moving on from? Four of Pentacles. You're choosing to no longer invest in something in the next 2 weeks, Aries. You're choosing to withdraw and you're keeping it to yourself. You're not telling, let's just say you were in something with someone, a situationship, a relationship. I feel like this is the energy of, I'm just going to shut everything down and I'm not even going to tell you until you figure out, and I'm already gone. That's the energy. You'll figure it out when I'm gone. You'll figure it out after I've moved on. I don't even have to tell you what I'm about to do. All I need to do is make the decision to move, and you'll figure out the rest later, which is very much Aries energy. Because I feel like Aries feels emotions, but they don't verbalize those emotions well. What they do is they think about action, because it's a Mars ruled, the Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is a planet of action. So it's always going to be, okay, what can I do about this? Not, okay, how do I feel about this for Aries? It's a very comfortable place to do versus staying in an energy of feeling. So it's that energy. I feel like you're making a decision here to like move away from something. It's final. The decision is final. Once you move on from this person, this thing, this energy, whatever you're moving on from, there's no going back to it. You're just gone. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the World. Wow, you're definitely moving on from something. Definitely reclaiming your independence. I feel like it's another cycle of you, like it's almost like a cycle has closed, and it's like time that it's like you're prioritizing yourself by the end of June. By closing out a cycle, you're able to like shift the focus back to you, 100% you. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles and the World. You've definitely completed something. You've completed a cycle, I feel like, with in regards to a person or something that you've been going through. We have here clarifying that again, the Seven of Cups. Why do I feel like you've been in a state of confusion? You've kind of like been in this space of like fogginess, cloudiness, as it relates to something around you. And I feel like you're finally putting an end to that fog. Mental fog. Some of you are picking a path, and like you're just going to commit to the path. If you've been questioning, like, what should I do in regards to this thing? What should I do to move forward? I feel like you're just going to be picking something and sticking to what you pick. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Tell me more about this. Some of you too, I think in the last 2 weeks of June, there's a money-making idea. There's a money-making idea that you have, or there's a money-making opportunity around you, or a path that I feel like if it's like you're going to be getting more clear on. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're going to be getting more clear on a specific path being the right one for you to take in regards to money. Making money, establishing independence for yourself, not having to depend on anyone. Tell me about this. Nine of Pentacles, the World, and the Empress. Yeah, so you're moving on from Nine of Pentacles to Empress energy. Nine of Pentacles is independence, but that's the baby leagues of independence. You're moving on to an Empress energy. motherly energy. This is the energy of I manifest whatever I want to bring into fruition into this world. There's nothing that I cannot have. The Empress is a combination of all of the queens because she's been through all of the lessons that all of the queens need to learn. So I feel like it's like you're graduating from Nine of Pentacles to Empress energy. Like you've completed a major lesson, and I feel like you're coming out of, it's like you're on the end of it. In the last 2 weeks of June, you're like closing out a cycle that you've probably been revolving in for a while, a cycle of confusion, of possibly not knowing where to go, what to do next. Like it's just a fogginess that I feel like you did not know what the next steps were to take. You're figuring that out, and I feel like you're going into this abundant place, this abundant energy of manifestation, because you're putting an end to something in your life, going on to the next step. Clarify the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Emperor. Clarify the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Three of Cups. So this to me speaks on, this is you, Aries. You came out in your own reading, which is great. So the Ace of Swords talks about seeing things clearly, a truth, a new perspective. And I feel like this is a new perspective of possibly your collaborations with other people. I want to dig deeper. Tell me more about this. What is the lesson here? What is the perspective shift here? What's the lesson? A lot of you, this is going to be relationships that have ended for you in the past. I feel like you're letting relationships that died die. Like you're not like saying I'm done and then having it manifest like over and over in your mind, like you're thinking about the person still, or like you're. I feel like this is you're seeing very clearly now. You're seeing very clearly now a trait or a pattern you have had on people who you have separated from in the past, exes in the past, and possibly how your energy was still tied to them. How you were still manifesting people even if you weren't like you were telling yourself that you're over something, but you really weren't, because you're still manifesting these people. Some of you are also seeing negative patterns and traits that you have like in your own self. Like perhaps Emperor energy and Aries energy can be a little bit stubborn. It can be like very my way or the highway. And that rigidity can oftentimes push people away from you and things like that. And maybe that's something that you're coming into the awareness of as well. I just feel like you're coming into the awareness of, it's like a personal awakening to your own traits, your own patterns, and also how that affects other people around you, how that has affected your relationships with others. All right, Aries, so let's get some advice for you. We're going to pull from the self-care deck, so you will have some self-care advice in the next 2 weeks. If you feel called to book a personal reading with me, remember my calendar link is down below. You can find the information down in the description. And remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you are enjoying this video and would like to know when new videos come out. What is the self-care advice for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June, please? Self-care advice for Aries in the last 2 weeks of June. All right. right, so something that might help you in the next 2 weeks is hydration. Make sure that you are hydrated, you're drinking enough water. This may seem very, very simple, but water is actually predominantly the particle or the thing that makes us up as human beings. It's connected to the moon. Yeah, just make sure you're hydrated, Aries. Take care of yourself. Don't be thirsty in these streets. So, guys, I hope this message helped you. If it did, remember to like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to this channel so you can know when new readings are out. And if you'd like to keep up with me on social media, it's at Tawana Antoinette everywhere. That's also down below. I'll see you next time. Bye.